Automation is the use of automatic equipment in a system of manufacturing or other production of process. In other words, unemployment due to the spread of automation.
The beginning of automation began in the 1800s when agriculturally based jobs were replaced with tools and eventually machines. These machines did the jobs that were previously done by humans, only they did them better.
People all around the world have different ideas about how automation will affect us on a global scale. Some believe that the human race will benefit from automation, while others believe that the amount of jobs lost created by automation will become a large issue for our global economy.
Whether you're against it or not, here are the ways that automation will affect our economy and the areas of work that it will affect.
Many different areas of work will be affected by automation, but some will be affected in the much near future than others, such as the transportation and manufacturing units, which automation has already begun to take effect. In order for bots to overtake a certain unit of work, the only requirement is for them to be better than the human workers that they are replacing. Self-driving cars have been manufactured and on the streets for a few years now. It's not a question of if self-driving cars will replace human-driven cars, it's how quickly it will take place. Self-driving cars are vulnerable to malfunction, but so are humans. In order for the automation of transportation to take place, self-driving cars don't need to be perfect, they just need to be better than humans. Humans, by the way, are responsible for 94% of automobile accidents and kill 1.3 million people worldwide each year on average in automobiles. And given that self-driving cars don't blink and are fully equipped with sensors enabling them to detect forthcoming danger from all angles, they are already proven to be safer than human-driven cars. The car company Tesla right now has a framework to be autonomous, and new updates are being released every couple weeks. Founder of Tesla, Elon Musk, claims that by the end of this year, a Tesla with the new technology will be able to go from California to New York completely autonomously. Also, the co-founder of Lyft recently released this statement. A fully autonomous fleet of cars will provide the majority of Lyft rides across the country, but such cars will start out with a long list of restrictions. They will only have to travel at low speeds, they will avoid certain weather conditions, and there will be specific intersections and roads that they will need to navigate around. He believes that this will take effect by 2021. These are just two examples of two major companies in the transportation business, and they have already began to embrace and utilize the age of automation. The transportation industry employs about 3 million people in the United States alone, and is responsible for about 70 million jobs worldwide. The transportation jobs range from jobs such as taxi drivers, truck drivers, and mailmen/women to various areas of construction work. So pretty much, the automation of automobiles is here, and it is happening currently. And it's only a matter of time before millions of jobs will be lost to self-driving cars. So it's up to us as humans to develop a solution to deal with the multitudes of lost jobs that will result from automation.
One of the scariest concepts of automation is knowing that even workers in fields of very high profession can easily be taken over by bots. Take a doctor, for example. A study from disease specialists at Georgetown University School of Medicine shows that doctors wrongly diagnose patients with incorrect disease in about 10 to 20% of medical cases. That's nearly 12 million misdiagnoses every year in the US. There are already bots that are capable of substantially lowering this number. IBM has a platform named Watson that is able to understand, reason, learn, and interact. This means if a patient comes in with a sickness, Watson is able to look back at all previous illnesses and information about the person, analyze the symptoms and all possible diagnoses, and come up with very specific medications for the patient in a matter of minutes. As of right now, Watson is helpful to doctors, but as technology advances, programs like this will easily be able to take jobs of millions. Sebastian Thrun, an AI professor at Stanford, said, "What determines vulnerability to automation is not so much whether the work concerned is manual or white-collar, but whether or not it is routine." A great example of this is a restaurant manager versus a radiologist. A restaurant manager, yet only needing a high school degree, has a job that requires being able to look over other workers and make sure everyone is on task, which bots are not capable of doing. But radiologists, who are required to have a bachelor's degree, graduate medical school, and have a medical license, have very repetitive jobs that can easily be done more effectively by machines.
The development of automation can and will affect jobs of every category. As seen in the Industrial Revolution, various types of machinery will always replace human labor when it is more efficient to use. For example, those working in factories, in the field, warehouses, construction, and areas of the sort are all quickly diminishing. In areas as simple as grocery stores and fast food restaurants, automation is rapidly taking place. Nearly half of the 7,900 McDonald's European outlets have implemented the use of self-serve touchscreen kiosks, making it so human contact or assistance is not necessary.
Here are a few solutions to the oncoming age of automation. We need to recognize that automation is unstoppable and develop economic policies to keep a sustainable economy even when almost half of the world workforce is gone. Automation will force the United States to transition to a more globalistic approach economically by encouraging international trade, promoting taxation among foreign countries, and exploiting the benefits from that age of automation will bring. In terms of present-day solutions to the oncoming age of automation, we as a planet should spread the awareness of what's to come in the near future by including automation in widespread entertainment such as social media and political debates. Another possible solution is to adjust our schooling systems by moving away from the assembly line-based routine that we go through throughout our schooling years.
Automation is coming for your job.
And yours.
No one is safe. Do not let automation take your job.